So it's been a busy week for the Nintendo Switch, and hell, it's been a busy year for the system with all these game releases, so it wouldn't be surprising at all if some of these games just flew under your radar. The game we are going to be talking about today did just that to me, and that is Risk of Rain 2, an indie game that was just recently announced at Indie World for the Nintendo Switch and was released this week, and took me and many others by surprise because it's short time between the announcement and the actual release date. So if you haven't already, be sure to smash that subscribe button and enjoy my review on Risk of Rain 2 for the Nintendo Switch. So I'll be honest, I had no idea what Risk of Rain 2 even was until I actually booted it up on my own Nintendo Switch and started playing it. I mean, I saw it was announced at the Indie World Showcase in August, but there wasn't really any gameplay in the trailer, so I was clueless as to what the game actually was going to be about. And I had only ever seen the game on one other person's channel before, and that was Markiplier a couple months ago, I believe. He had played it, and I was just sitting there thinking, what the hell is this game? And then I booted it up the other day on my Nintendo Switch, and I was like, oh, I remember this. And honestly, I wasn't even sure I was going to pick this game up, but the price tag of only $30, I figured why not? And I was not disappointed with this decision. This game is a lot of fun and it has me hooked, and I've been playing it a lot. So if you were like me and were unsure of what Risk of Rain 2 even was, Risk of Rain 2 is a third-person shooter with roguelike elements to it. You'll start by picking one of many characters, each with their own unique abilities, and will be dropped into a map in a sort of escape pod type thing. And after that, all you have to do is shoot some bad guys, collect some coins, buy an item or two, find randomly placed teleporter on the map that helps you move to the next level, kill a boss at that said teleporter, and then move on to the next level, survive as long as possible. Easy enough, right? Now, like I mentioned earlier, there are a bunch of characters for you to choose from. When you initially start the game up, you'll only have the commando character though, but you will slowly start unlocking more and more characters by doing things like completing the first 3 levels without dying, or collecting a certain amount of these lunar coins in the game. Just simple tasks that you'll do as you're playing through, you'll unlock more characters. And they seem to be adding new characters a lot. They have a bunch planned as DLC. I'm unsure if it's free DLC or not, but they do say that the characters are coming soon, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Now, each character has their own unique abilities and movesets and playstyles, and all the characters I've unlocked so far have been really, really fun to play. Each is very unique. So while you're picking your character, you can also select a difficulty to start the game on. For me, the game was fairly challenging on the standard medium difficulty. It wasn't so challenging that I started getting tilted at the game, but it was just challenging enough to keep me on my toes. You know what I'm saying? Now, despite selecting a certain difficulty level, the difficulty will get higher and higher the longer you survive. The longer you make it into the game, the stronger the enemies you face are going to get, and you will need to move quickly if you want to complete more teleporters. Now, I do enjoy the graphical style of Risk of Rain 2. It is really colorful and the cartoony feel to it, but I feel it works with all the enemies and environments you will encounter while playing. I also really like the level designs. In the grand scheme of things, each map is relatively small, but there are plenty of nooks and crannies and twists and turns to explore, and it makes each map feel a lot larger than it actually is. So what makes this game so fun and appealing to me at least is the roguelike element. Because each round you're going to fight different monsters and have different item drops, it's an endlessly replayable game. Each run is going to throw different situations at you, and you'll have different items at your disposal, which helps you not have the same scenario over and over. It keeps the game fresh. And the idea that the next run could actually be your next high score is something that just keeps you playing, it keeps you hooked. I can't tell you the number of times that I've finally been killed during one of my runs and was like, let's just play one more. Now, I think my favorite part of Risk of Rain 2 is that it includes a multiplayer feature. You can party up with 3 other players and work as a group to try and survive as long as you can. I think playing games with other people really enhances the overall experience, and it makes the game better in most situations. So the fact that this game has multiplayer is really nice. Not to mention the fact that you can create private lobbies within your friends list and search your friends' lobbies if they already have one open. This makes the game really accessible to play with your friends. Sadly, it is not crossplay with the Steam version of the game or with other console versions, but that might come in the future. You never know in this day and age. And Risk of Rain 2, from what I've seen so far, does seem like it's going to have some free future updates. It's unclear what they plan to include in the updates, but I'm pretty sure even the newest character was a free update. However, like every other game in this world, Risk of Rain 2 is not all sunshine and rainbows. Every game has some negatives to it, and Risk of Rain 2 is no exception to the trend. But there aren't too many problems that I experienced while playing Risk of Rain 2, so this shouldn't take too long to cover. So the first thing I experienced while playing Risk of Rain 2 were some frame drops, and I mean that's kind of expected on the Nintendo Switch with most games. It really just happened when you got to a point where you knew you were going to die in a run because you weren't strong enough anymore. You'd let the clock tick up into the difficulty level so long that the enemies got too powerful and they all started swarming you. Hordes of enemies around you. So there's just a lot of pixels on screen. There's a lot of different explosions going off. So yeah, you'll encounter some frame drops in situations like that. The problem I have with that is that during those situations, that's usually the time you need to be at like your best performance level, and having frame drops really screws up with your gameplay. So that kind of sucks, but it's something you'll get over. Now, my next complaint has to do with the multiplayer. Now, I've said earlier that I really actually like the multiplayer in this game. The problem is I've had numerous instances when I've been playing online with a group of other people, and for whatever reason, I just randomly disconnect with no like error message at all. I just get sent back to the home screen, and I don't know why that's happening, but it's happened enough that it's starting to get very frustrating because you lose all your progress in that run. It's very frustrating, especially if it's going to be like a high score run. The final complaint I have in regards to this game is that on occasion I get this random glitch, and it's happened online and offline. It's not just any one game mode in particular, where my character just runs in one direction. He just goes off on his merry way out into the world beyond, and he just runs endlessly. He doesn't stop, and the only thing I can do with my controller is open the start menu and ping to my teammates. And other than that, I cannot control my character. It's not a debuff or anything because I kind of just let it run for like 5 minutes, and it's still just my character just kept running. He never stopped. So it's a weird glitch, and I really hope that it gets fixed because that's kind of annoying because you'll have to quit the game, and just like with disconnecting from multiplayer games, you're going to end up losing possibly your high score run, and that's just really frustrating to deal with. Now, I'm sure most of these negatives will be addressed in future updates for the game, and they aren't so severe that it makes the game unenjoyable and unplayable. The game is still really fun. I've sunk a lot of time into it already, and I don't plan on stopping playing. So all in all, Risk of Rain 2 is a really fun third-person roguelike shooter. If you have a little extra cash lying around and you don't need it to go buy one of the crap ton of other Nintendo Switch titles that are coming out this month or for the rest of the year, then I would definitely recommend picking this game up. Or if you're into physical copies like I am, I prefer having a physical copy, but I didn't want to wait to buy this game. On November 15th, there is going to be a physical release of this game for $40, which is $10 more than the eShop version of the game. However, it does include the original Risk of Rain game as well. So you get 2 games for $40, and I think that's a pretty good deal. I may double dip and get the physical copy just because I really like this game, but I haven't decided yet. So yeah, I definitely recommend this game, and I've actually been playing it on my stream, which is something I wanted to mention in this video as well. I have been streaming here and there on my Twitch channel, which I will link in the description below. It's not like a set schedule thing. It's really just I'm sitting around and I'm playing a game and I decide, what the hell, I'll go live. So it's really just whenever I feel like doing it kind of thing. And if you want to go support me on there, I really do appreciate it. If you want to suggest some games to play on there, if you want to come and play with me, I can link my friend code. It'll be a good time. But that is all I have for you guys today. Are any of you guys thinking about picking up Risk of Rain 2? Let me know in the comments below. But thank you for watching this video. If you found it entertaining and enjoyable, be sure to like it, smash the subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video.